Do you think cheerleading is a sport? Every cheerleader gets fired up when someone sparks the "is a cheerleader a sport" debate. Whether it's a football player in one of my classes, a teacher who talks down about cheerleading, or a friend who doesn't understand why I'm involved in something else more athletic. I want people to know that cheerleaders are athletes. Usually people make negative comments about cheerleaders because they know it gets under their skin. But some people truly believe cheerleading lacks athleticism. The truth is, there really isn't a solid definition of what an official sport is. I believe cheerleading is a sport because it requires as much effort as any other sport. We cheerleaders practice every day for 3 hours at the most. Some other cheerleaders practice for even longer. We condition daily, which provides us as much strength as any other sport you would imagine. I would think that we work as hard or harder than a football player or a soccer player. We definitely put in as much effort. Like what author Stephanie said, wimps lift weights, cheerleaders lift people. The basic perfect purpose of a cheerleader is either spur on competitiveness or to express themselves. If you ever seen a cheer competition, then you know how competitive these girls and guys can sometimes be. They get very into their routine and can get into it as someone can get into a football game. But many more people believed it wasn't a sport because they didn't attend the competitions. Cheerleading has crazy competitive competitions, so cheerleaders attend these competitions maybe even once or twice a month out of town. The cheer routine itself is incredibly challenging. It typically lasts at least 3 minutes in which you do not stop moving the entire time. You are required to jump, tumble, jump, stunt, dance, all without stopping. It's incredibly aerobic and strenuous. It requires intense cardiovascular health as well as physical strength. In order to gain and maintain those athletic qualities, a competitive cheerleader must train as hard as any other athlete. Collegiate level cheerleaders report spending as much time practicing as their peers in other varsity sports. In addition to attending cheer practice, stunting, tumbling, and dancing, cheerleaders must also condition at least once or twice a week. So cheerleading is definitely provides as much effort as any other sport. I believe cheerleading is a sport because it requires great physical strength, requires just as much practice as other athletes in their competition between other teams to decide who is the best. So what is your opinion on cheerleading now? Do you agree that it is a sport?
Yeah,